What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, and the one who never knows rest, because your boy is dead dog tired. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, but I do gotta get a video out for you guys. And actually, well, let me finish my intro. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, bringing some more Dragon Ball FighterZ matches today. And yeah, these games are actually some true lost files if there ever were some, because this is actually a tournament that I entered 2 months ago. And I guess I just forgot to ever cover it and upload it to the channel for you guys. I mean, unless I'm just mistaken, like I checked and like I didn't see the videos of me running through these games. I mean, I didn't check super thoroughly, admittedly, but like I don't think I ever covered this footage for you guys. I gave you commentary on this run, but this was a City of Mayhem event that I entered 2 months ago, back in September. And yeah, I was playing base Vegeta Trunks 21. Our first opponent was Rox, who's actually a viewer of mine that frequents the chat. And I believe he streams as well, and if I remember, I'll try to put the link to his Twitch in the description down below. But yeah, I don't know how, I don't know why, but for one reason or another, this is just an event that I just forgot to ever upload. Like I said, unless you guys remember seeing this before, but I talked about it on my stream when I showed the guys, you know, over there, like a bit of the footage or whatever. I was like, do you guys remember me ever talking about this, showing this? And they didn't seem to recall it, so I was like, I guess I just forgot. So, like I said, the actual forgotten files, the actual lost files. But as you can see, we got off to a very strong start here in our first match against Roxas. I believe in this event, much like most of the tournaments that I enter these days in these online tournaments, I got a bye first round, so I believe this was the second round. It might have been first one, I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is like the second round. Roxas won his first game and then had to fight me as his second opponent, and you can see things are very much in my favor. Now, I don't know if this is the case for Roxas, but I do know that one thing that people told me before, I can't believe I went for that. I never go for stuff like that. I don't know if it's the case for him, but I definitely know that I've had a lot of people tell me that when they end up fighting me, especially if they're like a regular viewer of mine, they get really nervous. And like kind of freeze up, like, oh shit, like I'm fighting Lotus, like oh shit, like this is on stream, or like oh snap, like I know this is gonna end up in a video or whatever, and it kind of like psychs them out a little bit. And you can see the game number one was very one-sided there for me, and I definitely believe it, and I definitely understand. And I've seen players perform much better than what they have against me, against other opponents, or just, you know, they fight me when it's not on stream or on camera or whatever, or just like, you know, at a different time, and they play a lot better. So I could definitely understand how just knowing that there is or will be an audience that's viewing this makes it a bit nervous, and also it's like, oh snap, like, you know, I'm fighting one of my favorite YouTubers, because in some cases I am that person's favorite YouTuber, which is really cool, you know. So I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, they just, like, so they get in their own head a bit sometimes. But that being said, let's get to actually covering and commentating the match at hand. You can see that we get an EX rocket kick out of the corner, and I go for a bit of a little reset here. And it's funny that I went for these sort of like reset options where I'm doing, like, you know, that air dash I did with 21 back in that first game to end things off, or, you know, the reset just went there, which that base Vegeta one I kind of do a bit to like reapply some pressure there in the corner instead of going for the knockdown. I don't really know what it is that determines whether or not I go for that. Sometimes when I do, it's just kind of more of like a feeling kind of thing. But you can see we spent our sparking, he spent his as well. Goku Blue finds the X tackle, but he kind of drops the combo there. I swapped in 21 to preserve base Vegeta, and then I get hit with these EX kicks, and I thought for a second he was going to snap base Vegeta back in, but he made the right decision in my mind by keeping 21, because I think she's the bigger threat on this team. Not that I think base Vegeta is like a significantly weaker character, like I'm just worth losing, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like my 21 better than my base Vegeta, actually? I don't know. What do you guys think? Between base Vegeta and Android 21, I actually want to know. Oh, that was dirty! Oh, that makes me dirty! Anyway, I'm very curious to know what you guys in the comments down below think. Who do you think I'm better with between Android 21 and base Vegeta? That's actually a really good question, but I actually don't think I have the answer to right now. Hit him with the 6M, bait out the reflect, punish it. It's going to be Goku Blue going down. We still have nearly a full health Trunks with a pretty healthy Android 21 and base Vegeta. And you can see he's playing the team of Vegeta and 21. And these are both characters who are contended for best in the game, in my opinion. I think Blue Goku is also a very powerful, very top tier character. And just in general, his team is very strong, as is mine. Nice to see with the little re-jump there. Re-jumperoo. Boom, boom, boom. Does he opt to spin? And not also, by the way, since these matches were literally 2 months ago, I mean, this took place on like the 24th. I think was the date. So it's like a month and some change. It's a little under 2 months ago. But the point is that since it took place so long ago, I don't remember how these matches played out. Like I vaguely remember my run, but obviously a lot of the details of how the matches went, or like the decision making I made, is going to be lost a little bit. So it's almost more like I'm going to be doing actual live commentary for some of these, because what happens could be a bit of a surprise to both you and I. You see, we get the EX dive and into the dash jump, take him back mid screen and take her back mid screen with the dive for the level 3. Now it's time to guess for character. I've got bar here, so if I get the hit, they're definitely going to die. I went for the cross up, they blocked that, good stuff. EX orb for the plus frames, end up finding the 5M after the fact anyway. And yeah, we've got bar here, so it's going to be a dive into base Vegeta assist and into Dragon Rush into level 1. Could have easily extended that combo and potentially killed meterlessly, but I didn't want to be greedy. I had the bar, I was like, we might as well just spend it. Let's just go ahead and get this game over with as quickly as possible and don't leave anything on the table. That being said, they're left with solo Vegito. Here's the thing. I don't know how, why, or when, but Vegito himself, what a weird drop by me. Vegito himself has actually become a very formidable anchor character, and one that I will not underestimate. I mean, I've never nice 2H on the raw tag. I will never, oh my god, but the chokes, and the EX kick, yeah. The slap at the end, and it's definitely situations like that that make me think that maybe the nerves got to him, whether it was just the nerves of fighting me or the nerves of the tournament or whatever it was, but yeah, Vegito has become a very formidable character at the anchor position, and is someone who I've seen make multiple comebacks and has had it happen to me multiple times. So I just won't ever underestimate him. I've always thought he was powerful. I think he's more powerful than ever before in the current state of the game. And yeah, we ended up taking things 2 over Roxas, and I'll be back with my next set. And then in my very next match, I got to fight Kelso. Now, Kelso is a player who I've fought multiple times, both in tournament and just randomly online, whether it be in casual matches or he pops out to the stream. We've run some games before. I'd say at this point in our fighting game careers, he's probably the better player here. I can definitely take games off him. I can definitely handle him. I've won some sets in the past, but I feel like he usually has the upper hand these days when we do play. But when I'm on my A game, when I'm playing my best, I can usually take him. But he was playing a weird team today. He was playing, or I say today, but he was playing a weird team that day because he was playing Nappa. And I don't know how long he had been playing Nappa at this point. I don't know if he's still playing Nappa now. But typically, so when I first met Kelso, I ran into Kelso, he was an Android 18 Team Gohan Yamcha player. And then eventually he started playing Fat Boo, and he was playing like 18 Fat Boo, I think, with maybe still playing Yamcha, and then he started playing like Kefla Fat Boo Yamcha, I believe, and now he's playing like 18 Nappa Kefla, and I forget what the other teams are that he's messing around with. But yeah, like he used to play a lot of 18, put her down a couple of times, went back to her, has been playing Kefla for a minute and plays a decent amount of Fat Boo. Kefla and Fat Boo are the 2 characters that I associate with Kelso currently. But he still pulls out that Android 18 every once in a while. But you can see here, off to a pretty strong start, takes me to the corner and gets me knocked down. I pop my Sparking immediately. I want to preserve base Vegeta. I want my entire team alive. And yeah, finds the air-to-air and the conversion off the A assist from Kefla. And that was really nice. That was really nice. Actually, Kelso is worth noting. I mean, obviously as you can obviously see here, is one of the better 18 players that I have fought all on the double Sunday. Here is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. All this blue life on Trunks. Not a very strong start. Not a very strong start for me. Yeah. And down goes my Trunks before he ever gets to play at all. You really do hate to see that if you're me. I'm surprised he didn't offer a level 3 here. I definitely would have, but what do I know? It's not like he needed it anyway because he got the kill on the Android 18 regardless. Or Android 18 on Android 21 regardless. But yeah, Kelso's one of the few players that I've ever come across like randomly on, oh no, he dropped it. That I ever came across online. I'm like, oh, this 18 player actually knows what they're doing. Because like before I knew who he was, right? He was another random person online, but I remember fighting him being like, yo, this 18 player kind of out here with it. And yeah, because I usually don't fight that many 18 players, and then when I do fight, I just feel like I say this about a lot of characters, but I mean, it's true. Like, you know, a lot of times when I fight other 18 players, they're just not that great. And she's not a super common character anyway, despite people saying she's strong. And I wanted a level 3 there. I don't know why I didn't do a level 3, but it is what it is. Just a combo drop by me. Be like that when it be like that, especially when it be like that. But you see, the solo base Vegeta, we kind of put in some work. We do opt for the level 3 here. I should have actually gone for the EX dive into the command grab into level 3. It might have potentially killed, I'm not sure. And then I messed up the mix up there. It's, well, I don't actually get the mix up that I wanted anyway because I didn't do the, I'm trash. With 7 bars, that should be enough for the kill, I believe, actually. Level 1 into level 1 into level 3. That's going to be close. It's a Nappa level 1. Oh no, that's Nappa level 3 actually. He just goes for the hard knockdown here. I think level 1, level 3 would have killed him. But it's fine though. I rocket kick out of the corner, Cyberman's down there. Applying this pressure. I'm trying to reflect, to save my life. I actually find the hit with these key blasts here. Boop, 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 boop. Into the dive, and my dive input just got eaten. Cool. Love to see it. Glad to be here. Dope. Yeah, game 1 was all Kelso. That didn't look like I had a chance in hell, and quite frankly, the double Sunday, really turned the tide of the game even further in his favor than it already was. We definitely had our work cut out for us, but I was like, okay, let's take a second to recompose. I'm just not going to hit rematch right away. We're just going to take a deep breath. This is what I usually like to do, like in these tournament settings, where especially if when it's against a player that like I feel like I can beat and I just need to like focus more, or whenever I get steamrolled pretty bad. I feel like it's not as commonly used as it should be to just take a second to sit back and think about what transpired and just like calm your nerves in between matches. But it's something I try to do these days when I am participating in these events and I lose a game. But that being said, we get double Sundayed again at the very start of the next game. But fortunately enough for me, he does not snap in 21, let alone kill her. So we actually get to recover some of the blue life, and I'm sparking again right away before I even get a single hit on him. Again, to preserve base Vegeta and also just trying to kind of like stall and make sure that 21 doesn't get tagged in or anything like that. Now, at this point, he did find the hit, but the amount of blue life that he would have gotten by snapping in 21 didn't really seem worth it. It's not like the Oki's particularly great in this season of the game when you, I say Oki, but you know what I'm saying, you don't really get that good of a setup or anything from like snap here in Season 3 or Season 3.5 or Season 4, whatever you want to call this version of the game. But yeah, you see he's sparking, he's barely even scratched. His 18's the only character that's lost any amount of health at all. And yeah, what a great cross-up. Android Kefla? Yeah, Kefla's an Android apparently. Kefla's buttons are surprisingly good. She's got a pretty small frame. She's a bit on the small side when it comes to characters on this roster, but her mediums, even her jump light, actually reach pretty far. I mean, her 5M we already knew it's really good. It has crazy range, you know, forward momentum. Actually has a pretty tall hitbox on it that I kind of equate, or at least, you know, compared to like hits 5LL, which hits really high. And then her JM reaches mad far, and it's double hitting as well, so it's like really good for air-to-airs, and it's pretty simple to convert off of. And I dropped the conversion, and that sucks. It's alright though. We find the air-to-air on the Nappa, boop 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 boop, and then I should have probably, well, I could have vanished there for the corner, but honestly this is just as good because you still do get a good Oki here. But the problem is here that he has sparking, and he does spend it after me going for the cross-up. I down tech into it, thinking that he might be the type of super dash. He does not go for it. I get the hit, don't convert. 7-man pressure, Nappa's kind of OD. Super dash there for the punish. I didn't get Android 21 assist back in time, so we're just going to vanish and take him back to the corner, hit a little bit of a loop-de-loop and pull. And the knee dive, and then the 2S for the Oki. Actually, not 2S, that's 1S for the Oki. And yeah, it's, you know, we're on the back foot here, but I feel like we can definitely still make this comeback. And there we go. Oh no, I thought we had it. There we go. I was saying, I know we took it to snap eventually, but like I said, my memory's kind of hazy on how some of these matches played out. But it's kind of fun that way. It's a bit of a surprise to you guys and myself. EX17 in neutral so that I can't call out my 21, so it's pretty smart. I think using Android's 17 like EX call in neutral is something I should be trying to do more with Android 18, especially against characters that are reliant upon their assists, or when my opponent is playing powerful assists like a beam assist, for example, or like Roshi assist, or like Super Saiyan Vegeta assist, or Yamcha or Janemba. That's something I should be using more to, like, you know, stifle their neutral even more and allow me to operate the way I want to, and just kind of force them to play more with my game. And so when I'm playing Android 18, that's something I want to be keeping more in mind, because I feel like I don't use it enough. And also that jumping was kind of nice. I don't like the fact that I did a 2H there instead of a 5H and tried to go for the re-jump in the corner, but it's fine. We get the hit on Kefla, take her back mid-screen, level 3, time to guess her character. If I get the hit here, Kefla should die, and then it'll be Android 21 versus Android 18. That being said, I go for cross-up, he gets hit, boom, down goes Kefla. We've got full health. Android 18's got nearly full health. We've got a little under a bar. He's got nearly 3 bars, but we have 4 stocks. And it's the yellow seals, which are really good. Even though I'm not that great at utilizing them, I still, you know, manage to get the job done every once in a while. I go for the 4L there after the advantage. He goes to the backdash, but it's fine. Barrier neutral, nice air-to-air, but doesn't fully convert with the J2. It just takes advantage combo and set, and isn't actually going to get a proper knockdown here, so it's fine by me. EX17, not really sure what the point was there, or like what the thought process there, because I don't have any assists, right? So maybe he just thought hopefully I'd run into it or something, but it's fine. I get the hit, EX dive. I don't have meter for like advantage or anything, or like even for a knockdown. The command grab there was OD. I don't use EX command grab enough with Android 18. Another one of those tools that she has I should be trying to use a bit more. Her EX moves I just really don't use a lot outside of the knockdown pressure, right? But it's looking like we're on the verge of making this comeback, but he's on the verge of sealing the deal, and I'm not gonna lie, your boy got kind of lucky there with that grab. Again to the EX dive, and then wanted to go for a Dragon Rush there for a sliding knockdown, if I'm being honest, but we were too low to the ground, so I just ended up going for a little bit of a reset there. He just kind of got caught lacking. We ended up finding the 2L and catch him low, and we pull off the solo comeback with Android 21, much to my surprise and much to my satisfaction. And yeah, we played a little bit better that game. Still made some mistakes that I would like to clean up on, and also I believe I had to actually make a cut here because yeah, we got this like screen. I think he actually ended up backing out. Yeah, give me just 1 second. Right. So he did end up opting for a team switch, and he put down his Nappa in favor of Majin Buu and swapped out Kefla in favor of Android 21. This team is much more fearsome to me than the previous team, and being that he won game number 1 with that team anyway, you could probably imagine that I was going into this match thinking, oh no, I'm in trouble. Also, this ugly ass Halloween color, I don't know what you think is going on here, but this is not the look, bro. It's just not the look. My medium dive kick didn't come out, but that's fine because we found the jump medium for the air-to-air, knockdown back to the corner, 1S Oki goes to the reflect. We find the jump medium anyway though, and we're actually off to a pretty strong start. I actually meant to do that 2H there, but I dropped the combo, and that's such a bad drop because that would have been a dead Android 18. We had a decent amount of bar built up. If we hadn't dropped those loops, Android 18 would have died, and instead she gets out, 21 gets in, and 18's recovering this blue life, and it's just not a good look. Reflect there, I did that to you, I'm not gonna let you do that to me. Into the rocket kick for the punish, knockdown to the Trunks assist, knee drop, boom, 1S Oki again, delay wake up this time, bait the reflect, and we're actually looking really good. We're looking really strong here at the start of this game number 3. If I can just not drop my combos, we'll be cooking. Command grab, toss him, level 1. I probably should have actually gone for the level 3 here. I was hoping that maybe, just maybe, triple level 1 would kill, but I definitely overestimated the damage, but it's fine. You know, I actually don't remember if I've seen Kelso play a lot of Android 21 in the past. Like I said, usually I associate him with like Kefla and Majin Buu and Android 18, and he used to play Yamcha, but obviously a lot of players have put down Yamcha because of the nerfs. I think Yamcha is still like a viable character. I mean, he's definitely like on the weaker side now. I feel like most characters in the game are viable. Like every character has its flaws and its advantages, and obviously some characters are more worth playing than others, or you know, are a better investment of your time if you're trying to win. But I don't know, I say that as somebody who doesn't play Yamcha and has never like tried to main him, so I could be biased, but this character right here is the one that concerns me the most, Majin Buu, because he's one of those characters that like you don't see very often, and then when you do, it's like people don't know what they're doing with him, so then you don't know what's going on, and then people who do know what they're doing with him, you also don't know what's going on. So it's like you just never really know what's going on when you fight a Majin Buu if you don't have that matchup experience, and I'm definitely not somebody who does. And also that same side high was pretty good. I got mixed, and down goes my Trunks. And what looked like a very strong start for us is quickly becoming a game that's in Kelso's favor. And not only does he have the character advantage, but he still has, I can't believe he spent that EX orb there, round start with yellow steals, but I'm not complaining about that. But yeah, not only does he have the character advantage, he also has the sparking still at play, which even if the roles were reversed and I had the character lead, but then he said sparking, I would still feel like I was at a disadvantage because I feel like sparking is that valuable of a resource. But yeah, especially in this situation, I don't feel like I had that much going for me. And then yeah, the buttons there, that was good. That was good decision making on his part. I messed up, and the tag out there was kind of OD. And then here we go with the fat throw. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna hold this snap, which was surprising to me. I thought for sure he'd go for some sort of mix up, but yeah, that just, what was that hit by eye? Okay, Majin Buu just doing Majin Buu things. Majin Buu is just doing Majin Buu things. JH is crazy. That button wild. You know, people say Majin Buu's neutral isn't that great, but I mean, he's got Ki Blast, he's got a pretty long hitting JH. I mean, he doesn't have like a lariat or a beam or anything like that, but it's not the worst. I mean, it could definitely be worse. Yeah, he's moving on me. We made a solo comeback in the last game with Android 21. I've made comebacks before with base Vegeta, but I mean, considering who we're up against and the team we're up against and the characters we're up against, gonna be easier task said than done. But that being said, we do find the rocket kick on Android 21, and we take out Kessel Android 21. Like I said, I think this might have actually been the first time I saw him play that character. I'm not 100% certain, but EX rocket kick, good block by Kelso. Ki Blast, keep him in check. Knee drop, just trying to get some pressure going here. Just trying to find a hit any way I can, kind of scrambling a little bit, and not working out too great for me. He finds a hit again with Fat Buu, and I don't think that's quite enough for the kill. Oh, it is, because he goes for the spark. That was so smart. Great use of his resource there, the sparking to build the extra meter into the Dragon Rush, and then, yeah, that was so good. And Kelso takes game number 3 and the set 2-1, effectively sending me down to the loser's bracket at City of Mayhem. So yeah, it is what it is. Today was not my day, or that day was not my day in terms of the Kelso matchup. And I'll actually, the first time I came close to getting a top 8 at NLBC, it was either the first or second time I entered NLBC. I got 9th place. It might have been the first NLBC I entered. I got 9th place, and I lost my qualifying match for top 8 to Kelso. And I was sad at the time because this was the time where I didn't necessarily consider Kelso a better player than me. I considered him kind of like equal. So going into it, I was like, yeah, I got this. I can do this, right? And then I got mixed, and we were playing pretty sloppy that day too. I still remember it like pretty clearly. Like we both played pretty sloppy, and I was just really disappointed in like in my performance and the fact that he got the W over me with the way that we played that day. But it is what it is. It'd be like that. Wouldn't it be like that? No shame losing to Kelso. He's a formidable player. He's been playing for a while. He seems like a pretty cool dude from what I've seen and heard from, you know, just seeing him around or whatever. And yeah, shout out to Kel's Kitchen. Shout out to Kel's Kitchen. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like I said, there's more footage to come from this run. Like I just forgot to ever cover it, I guess. But yeah, I'll have some more of it coming up soon. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all this content I'm bring you. And with all that being said, this print off today. And remember, nothing can happen until you swing the bat. Later.